searching the Teutonic cemetery inside Vatican City. The letter stated, "If you want to find Emanuela, look where the angel is pointing." The angel, part of a statue, overlooked two 19th century tombs belonging to Princess Sophie Von Hohenlohe and Princess Carlotta Federica of Mecklenburg. Under intense public pressure, the Vatican agreed to open the tombs. What they found was shocking. When the tombs were opened, they were empty. No remains of the princesses, no sign of Emanuela, just empty, silent chambers. This wasn't the first time the Vatican had searched graves for Emanuela. In 2012, investigators exhumed the tomb of a Roman mobster based on rumors, but found no trace of her. The angel statue seemed like a new lead, but the mystery only deepened. What happened to the princess's remains? Some believe renovations in the cemetery during the 19th and 20th centuries may explain their absence, but no clear answers have emerged. From the grandeur of St. Peter's Basilica, we move deeper into the Vatican, where secrets are woven into its very walls. Now, a door creaks open to a hidden world filled with power, betrayal, and artistic brilliance. The mysterious Borgia Apartments. 3. The secret Borgia Apartments. Tucked inside the Vatican Palace are the Borgia Apartments, an incredible yet haunting reminder of a family whose name is forever tied to ambition and scandal. These 6 lavish rooms were sealed for centuries after the death of Pope Alexander VI, hiding their tales of power, excess, and violence. Every fresco on the walls, every stroke of Pinturicchio's brush seems to tell a story of both Renaissance beauty and the darker truths hidden in these ornate chambers. The apartments are stunning, filled with vivid images of saints, sibyls, and medieval scenes. Pinturicchio, a brilliant artist, worked with his team to create something truly breathtaking. Art that blends deep religious meaning with undeniable luxury. The detailed designs, colorful frescoes, and intricate stucco work were more than decoration. They were a way for the Borgias to cement their legacy in the most magnificent way possible. But these rooms hold more than just artistic beauty. They also echo with whispers of betrayal and tragedy. Picture the Hall of the Sibyls, where Lucrezia Borgia's husband, Alfonso of Aragon, was killed, some say by orders from her brother, Cesare Borgia. The same chambers witnessed the final moments of Pope Alexander VI, whose death was rumored to be caused by poison. For hundreds of years, the apartments were left untouched, wrapped in mystery. Then, in 1889, Pope Leo III opened them again, allowing their beauty to shine through. Despite the renovations, the air of intrigue remains. Walking through these rooms, it's hard not to imagine the grand feasts, the secret meetings, and the decisions that shaped history. The frescoes might never reveal their full stories, but their silent presence invites visitors to wonder. What triumphs and tragedies did these walls see? As we step away from the Borgia Apartments' vivid frescoes, another hidden treasure awaits. A simple stone corridor stretches from the Vatican, holding its secrets of escape and survival. Let's follow its winding path into the shadows of the Passetto di Borgo. 4. The Passetto di Borgo. In the heart of Vatican City lies an unassuming brick passageway called the Passetto di Borgo. This 800-meter corridor connects the Vatican to Castel Sant'Angelo, and while it might not look like much, it has a rich history of protecting the popes in times of danger. Built in 1277 by Pope Nicholas III, the Passetto was designed as a secret escape route for popes when trouble came knocking. Behind its plain exterior lies a well-thought-out structure, strong and secure, that served as a lifeline for the Vatican's leaders. One of the most dramatic moments in its history came during the sack of Rome in 1527. Emperor Charles V's troops stormed the city, and Pope Clement VII had to make a quick escape. He and his followers fled through the Passetto, their hurried footsteps echoing in the stone corridor as they sought safety in Castel Sant'Angelo. In that moment, the passage became more than a walkway. It became a symbol of survival, walking through glimpses of the bustling modern city below. It's a striking contrast that highlights how this quiet passage has stood strong through centuries of change. 5. The Catacombs of St. Calixtus. Just outside the walls of Rome lies an extraordinary place that tells the story of faith and history, the Catacombs of St. Calixtus. These underground tunnels, stretching for miles beneath the Appian Way, were once the official burial grounds for the early Christian church in the 3rd century. The catacombs were carved out of old quarries and became the resting place for more than 500,000 people. Back then, Roman law didn't allow burials within the city, so communities created vast cemeteries along major roads. At first, cremation was common, but by the 2nd century people began burying their dead instead. This change led to the creation of arcozolia, fancy tombs with decorated arches. These stood out among the simpler loculi tombs, which were narrow slots carved into the walls for commoners. As Christianity grew from a persecuted faith to a powerful religion, the catacombs became more than just burial sites. They turned into places of worship and pilgrimage. By the 4th century, massive basilicas were built over them to welcome visitors. But over time, these underground sites were largely abandoned, especially after the 8th century, when relics were moved to safer locations inside churches. Forgotten for centuries, the catacombs were finally rediscovered in the 1500s. Interestingly, while these catacombs are famous for being Christian, they also hold evidence of Jewish and pagan burials. This shows that these communities weren't as separate as we might think. Inside the catacombs, you'll find artwork that reflects this mix, traditional Roman styles alongside emerging Christian symbols. Today, the catacombs of St. Calixtus offer a glimpse into life in ancient Rome. Visitors can admire frescoes of biblical scenes alongside Roman designs, a vivid reminder of a time when faiths and cultures blended beneath the city. But just as these catacombs reveal how people lived and believed long ago, another story awaits. It's a tale of secret wartime decisions and hidden letters that connected one of history's most controversial popes to the world's darkest moments. 6. Pope and Hitler: Secrets. During the chaos of World War II, a hidden communication link was discovered between two unlikely figures, Pope Pius XII and Adolf Hitler. Recent findings from Vatican archives have brought this secret exchange into the spotlight, raising tough questions about the Church's actions during one of the darkest times in history. In 2020, millions of documents were made public, offering a closer look at the difficult choices faced by Pope Pius XIII. Among these papers was a letter from December 14, 1942. It came from a German Jesuit priest named Lothar König and was addressed to Pius's secretary, Robert Leiber. The letter detailed horrifying reports of the Holocaust, including the daily gassing of up to 6,000 Jews and Poles at the Belzec death camp in Poland. This wasn't just any letter. König was part of the Catholic resistance against Hitler, with access to vital but suppressed information. While it's unclear if Pope Pius XIII himself read the letter, its delivery shows the Vatican was aware of the atrocities unfolding during the war. Critics argue that Pope Pius XIII didn't do enough to condemn these horrors, pointing to his public silence during the Holocaust. Supporters, however, claim his behind-the-scenes diplomacy saved many Jewish lives by using the Church's vast network to protect them. These newly uncovered documents challenge the narratives we thought we knew. They show how the Vatican struggled with balancing moral duty and political strategy. Some historians